This is what I got up to. Morning everyone. Now this is a special video. This is a test video, this one, what I'm uploading. I'm actually testing out a new camera just to see what it's like, if it's any good. And it's more to give yous a feel of like a hands-on more experience. That's what I've always wanted. So I've got the new GoPro Hero, the black one, the 7, GoPro 7. So this video is basically just a couple of days of me basically trying to use it and see what it's like. I'm using no software, you know, I'm not kind of doing any color upgrade or anything like that. I'm not adding a new mic. It's got its built-in stabilization, and I'm certainly not going to be snowboarding or, you know what I mean, all them kind of action things. But I thought, I'm a gardener, you know, and is this camera any good for gardening, you know, like giving insights into my allotment and everything like that. And I still use my, you know, I've got a tripod and a shotgun mic with a big, you know, a big camera as well, and I'll use that. But I want to try this without anything and just see if it's any good, you know. So let's just have a little look. So over the next 2 days, I think I'm going to be putzing around in the allotment and actually home, clearing out all the kind of hanging baskets and all the kind of the flowers from the front garden. And I want to use this solely on that job, see if it's up to the mark. And eventually, once, you know, kind of I'm back in the swing, I'll be using both cameras. But I thought people might like want to see what this, you know, because there's loads of reviews out there and they're saying how good this is. But this is more like a hands-on. Is it any good for gardener YouTubers? You know, it's things like that. So, and I had like a big, I think a FuTech gimbal, you know, £330 I think it was, but luckily I sent it back to Amazon. So that's, you know, a refund there, because gimbal with a big camera, it just wasn't working for, especially in an allotment. You know, you want hands-on, you want this camera to be everywhere in certain, you know, like intimate little places, and that certainly wasn't, you know. Yeah, when it's on the tripod and standing, yeah, I can pop it in the polytunnel and it gets the whole, you know, the wide angle view of it. It's great. But for just little jobs, this might be great, and B-roll, you know, that's another reason why I've got this camera. And you know, I didn't just kind of fork out, I upgraded. So I had the Hero Black 5, which was a perfectly great camera, but the reviews I'd seen, everyone was saying, oh, you know, that's a good step up. Maybe not the 6, but definitely go from the 5 to the 7. So exactly that's what I've done. So join us on this little putz around the gardens. Now I've just come back there from the allotment and I had it on that Hyperlapse, and what it, you know, I attached it to with a Joby 1 kilogram limit tripod. I attached it to the wheelbarrow there, and what it, you know what I mean, it just takes out all that. Yeah, it got some little bounce there, but man, you know, what an ideal little camera. So, and what I want as well is in the next 3 shots I'm going to do it with the 15-second, and you get a 30-second, just press the button and it'll just record for that short length of time. Now that's great, because some of my older video clips, you know, you press record, then you go and do your job and you're using all your battery, and you're probably recording for about 5-10 minutes, and you only want, you know, 5-10 seconds clip in there. So this is a great feature which I'm going to try now. So the next 3 shots are going to do that, and I'll get back and see what it looks like. I wonder how far the actual audio is good. So I'm probably about 10 foot away, so it's nowhere. No, this is just the camera itself, audio. Now I'm guessing it's not going to be perfect, but it might do, or it might, you know, it might be even better than I'll check it when I get home tonight. A little bit of a sweat on there. Right, got to carry on here. What I do like mine, especially from the gardener's point of view, is that hyperlapse, where it speeds up. That's ideal for us if we've got like a plot to dig over. No dig, mind, no dig. But you know what I mean, something like a big job, it's just ideal. Now coming from the allotment that first time, that was on speed 5. I'm going to just bump it up a little bit and put it on, say, speed 10 or 30, see what that's like. That was a great example of that hyperlapse. It was just the old fella struggling along with that, the mint, trying to get a mint root out, man. Oh, that's why I put it in actually this pot as well, just because it wouldn't spread out, but it was in tough, mind you. And that's a great little feature. Like I say, you can just press that and not worry about it, you know, not just kind of ticking over. I bought 2 batteries as well with it, so anyway, there's more work to be done. Onwards and upwards. Right, that last one, the hyperlapse one, was on 15, and what I'm realizing is, you know, especially if you've got like one of those Joby tripods, you can attach it to anywhere, so you can come with this, you know, like first hand. Yeah, that's what GoPro's been doing all the time, but with this added software in, it just makes it just fantastic. You know, the last thing you want to be doing is sitting watching like a 20-minute journey from my house to the allotment, you know what I mean? If you can get that bang in 5 seconds, it just adds to the flavour of the video, you know. So I'm just actually talking to them 5 minutes. Yes, I mean, this is September I think it's the 28th today in the UK, and I'm northeast of England, do you know what I mean? So we're having some cracking weather. I've put some tomato, I've said that a couple of tomato plants away as an experiment in the polytunnel just to see, and they'll be thriving in this. Maybe on the night time it gets a bit chilly. We've got an extra blanket on at home. Yeah, it's on the bed. Right then, more work to be done. Don't stop. Oh. So the beauty of this as well, mind you, is it's all about perspective, you know, getting that camera, and that's what I suppose GoPro is good at. So getting it from an angle that you might not see, and as us gardeners have, hedge cutters. There, just another time when you think, oh, with a bloody mess. We'll sort out. I've got a front of the hedge to cut as well. The dogs are being a bit of a pain. They're all this to clean up. But it's dinner time. There you go. 5 minutes break. All that on a dinner time. Oh! So that's my test on the GoPro Hero Black 7 edition, and like I say, I'm not going to go whitewater rafting or base jumping, anything like that, but for a gardener's point of view, you want to walk around your allotment, and I see a lot of it where you're walking around the allotment and it's just shaky as anything. This is a great little bit of kit for cutting that shake out and just giving a great picture and ease of use. So many tools built in now, that Hyperlapse, a time warp, you know, like speed it up, especially when you're digging a plot over or doing something like that. You know, the stabilization's just brilliant. The sound, do you know what I mean? It's, yeah, if you're standing a little bit away, you might want to bring your big mic and your big camera, but just for putzing around, getting them B-roll shots. I think now 80% of my camera work will be done with a GoPro 7, and you know, like the finishing touches will be done with the big one, with the tripod and standing around, especially with a Joby, you know, tripod. You can just, I've gripped this camera now is actually on a garden fence post, you know, so for me it's ideal, to be quite honest. It's light and it's perfect. Great built-in features. I did like I say, upgrade from the 5 to the 7. If you've got the 6, I don't know, you know what I mean, it's got that stabilization built in as well. Certainly not as good as this one, but you know, it's kind of your choice. It is an expensive little camera, you know, 3.7, I think it is 379. So I was lucky enough to get a nice price for my Hero 5 on eBay, sold the same day, you know what I mean. If you've got one, get it on eBay, buy it now, £5 off. I knocked off and it was done. Anyway, catch us later, look after yourselves.